Hey everyone, I'm Scott. Here are the bricks. Let's go to review. Today we have Speed Champion set 76907. The Lotus Evija, or Evija, or Evija is what I've been pronouncing it for so long, but now I'm an idiot and I realize that it's Evija. This retails at $20 with 247 pieces, so you're already getting a damn good deal. I think all Speed Champions are a damn good deal. It is the 8-wide Speed Champion lineup, and it was released, the second to last release line with the Countach, right before the Aston Martin and the Dom Toretto's Charger. Now this is based off the Lotus Evija, obviously, which is a 2,000 horsepower, fully electric hypercar. For sale for $2 million price tag, so for $20 Lego, that's pretty good still, budgeting. I believe only 130 were made in production and is one of the fastest production cars to date. 500 horsepower, wheelbase horsepower on each wheel, so 2,000 for that altogether. It reaches 0 to 62 in 3 seconds, 3.2 seconds, so it can knock your socks off. And like I said, pretty penny, $2 million per car. Lego did a wonderful job of interpreting this car, and they use a lovely forest green or dark green and a lot of stickers and a lot of corresponding printed pieces, especially right here for the headlights. Those are printed, wonderful. The generic Speed Champion windshield is also printed with a nice yellow trim, and you have this wonderful Lotus printed piece, right here in the back, which resembles, and actually is the same part, you're going to say resembles, as the wings on the 20th anniversary Imperial dropship, which is great, but it's translucent and comes with the Lotus logo. So, interesting to say the least, and very cool to see that. Now, overall car build, you do have a very good building experience. Comes with 2 bags, if I remember correctly, and it has the rear end first and front end last as always, with our little driver to boot. This side is always going to be more sturdy, in my opinion, and this side always kind of falls flat, but they do a very good job. They have a few techniques over in this build, especially with a lot of the stud work over here. You try to get that aerodynamic look using the flat tiles and a few studs on the front. You have a lot of upside down studs, especially on the bottom here with the flats here and right there and there. And then you have an upside down snowboard over here for the spoiler. Fun fact, the spoiler can retract inside the car. A lot of things retract into the car for aerodynamics. And to my dismay, this piece is also one of the most annoying pieces because it comes off very easily, not well attached. It does have the Lotus, make sure it's on there, the Lotus sticker right here, and the back end diffuser also is stickered as well. Kind of annoying, reminds me of the recent Ferrari video I did where the side view mirrors flop off a bit. These clip plates right here most likely will wear out over time. I don't like that they're not in place and they very easily come and slide out. But besides that, the back end, the rear end diffuser, look, aerial pretty good, taillights are pretty good, and looks just about the same as an actual Evija. Now it does use a wonderful yellow and black trim for the detailing, and those are mainly done by labels and stickers. As you can tell, I'm not the best at what I do. I do try to lamp as much as I can, but to my dismay, it always happens. And it has a one for the bonnet, which is actually kind of very much not stable. As always, it reminds me a lot of the Hesco, especially in the front end with the spoiler. And I remember correctly, it does have a little red line. No, it's over here in the back, I believe, of the diffuser. Should be a red line. And they have it right there with the sticker, which really pays good homage and represents the Lotus Evija perfectly. This comes with one figure, of course. He comes in his Lotus racing suit. It reminds me kind of a Mysterio or a Doc Ock kind of look suit on it, or maybe even a Vulture kind of the way it looks in the print. It is double printed on the side and includes leg printing as well. He does have his little race helmet. He is not double printed on the head, and of course he has his generic hair, which is the brown this time, which is pretty cool. Accessories, as always, comes with his trusty Allen wrench slash flathead screwdriver that I cannot get in his hand. Got it. We're good. And of course, it comes with 2 rim types. You get your normal Speed Champion ones, and then you get your more, what would you call that? I don't know. More spokey spoke one, I guess you could say that. The wheels do come in this wonderful metallic gray, gunmetal gray is what I usually call it. And you get the 2 options with that. So it does really go align very well with the rest of the car. And that dark green. The windshield is, like I said earlier, a basic Speed Champion windshield. Nothing really to talk about on that end. works very well for the set. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And in the cockpit here, we have some nice angling right here, especially to get that look inside the car. It does look kind of like the Lotus cockpit instead. We have two Techno pieces right here to kind of get the angle set on. And then, of course, you have more of these plates on the side. And here we have the one steering wheel, and you have your command plate, or the command module right here in the middle with a sticker piece. Pretty roomy, does especially fit your one driver, who I had misplaced at the time. I don't know what happened to him. Ooh, never mind. I got him. He's right here. In all of his glory, he comes perfectly, sits in, and put him right there. Now, obviously, that's not going to go on with that big thing in his hand, and we can just close that bad boy up for business. Cool. He's snugly in there. So, perfect as always. A lot of spacious room. It's an 8 wide, which is great. So, it will work a lot with the Lego cities and actually goes in great detail. And it looks great with the rest of the 8 wide, which has been the greatest decision that Speed Champions has made. And honestly, playing with some of the 6 wide, no. I think the 8 wide is perfect. Well, mainly, I like to think that the final thoughts on this car are actually very impressive. Lego did a fine job of really capturing the Evija on it. Now, obviously, you're going to hear me crone about it more. You do know that sometimes when it comes to these cars, I do like very accurate looks to them, especially when you have cars with a lot of heavy aerodynamics in this car. But I think they did a pretty decent job. I love the hood and the bonnet inlays right here for the exhaust, the air intake right here. I especially love this diffuser with the stickers right there in the front, and I think the side airflow on the side of the cars are great. Actually right here especially, you have some nice layering on there, which really does give it some depth and more detail for the actual look of the car. This is a very solid Speed Champion set, and I highly recommend anybody to pick it up, especially just for printed pieces alone. Like, you get that wonderful Lotus piece right here, which blends in perfectly, and if you get your labels just right, it looks like a very beautiful combination of colors and good detailing, and it can make a very impressive looking car. Just watch out for these back diffuser parts because they are very flimsy and kind of get out of the way, and be careful with the snowboard because it can come off sometimes very easily. You can take it off, but you're going to have the upside down stud right there, and that's okay. You just want to pop that boy back on, and then what happens is sometimes that pops off. And this wraps up my review for the LEGO Speed Champion 76907, the Lotus Evija. Go get one. I highly recommend it. So tune in for more, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.